Welcome back to another episode of Freedom Blueprint Podcast. Now, this is going to be a live demo that we're going to do. So some of the stuff we'll put on the podcast, but if you really want to get the full scoop of what's going on here, you're going to have to go check us out on YouTube. This ought to be pretty cool because James is going to walk us through how this technology works and a little bit about it. So James, welcome to the show, man.
Justin, thanks for having me. I'm excited to have a little fun with you and get nerdy.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So for those of you listening, James was on an episode a couple months ago, kind of giving a little bit of a rundown on how this even came about, what was the driving force behind LiveSwitch. But James, will you give us like a real quick high level view of what it is, what it does, and then we're going to blow everybody's mind by showing them all the cool stuff it does.
This is a you see what I see technology wrapped in AI. So if you don't want to drive out, or if you want to take a look at something and try to diagnose it or bid on it, or just see what a tech is seeing and then have AI be your co-pilot, maybe help diagnose. I had it diagnose my HVAC a couple of weeks ago. I was blown away. You can translate, do anything your mind would want on AI, but ultimately, we're not downloading any apps. Justin is going to be my guinea pig here. He's not a guinea pig because I got thousands and thousands of home service folks using this every single day. We're just going to show you how they're using it. For
today's purposes, I'm the guinea pig.
You're the guinea pig today. That's right.
I like it.
Your title's been upgraded to Grand Guinea Pig. So
I'm the head guinea pig. I like it.
Yeah, that's it. It comes with more responsibility for the same great pay. So we're just going to go through an entire where I'm, I guess, an HVAC company in this case, and you're going to be the customer. Is that how we're going to roll today, Justin?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So here's what typically happens, right? I'm the HVAC owner or salesperson. I'm sitting back in the office, or maybe I'm working on a job site, and in comes somebody who maybe Googled, referred from a friend. They got an HVAC issue going on, and maybe they land on my website, right? I'm sure we all have call me now for a quote or enter a quote recommendation. This case, they pick up the phone and they call me, right? So I pick up and I'm just Hatfield's HVAC service. How can I help you? And Justin's on the other end and saying whatever you're going to say about your unit, right? So got an issue with my unit, or
it ain't working.
She ain't working. Okay, no problem. What I'd like to do, Justin, is send you a text, and why don't you show me? If you got time right now, you can just walk me over to the HVAC unit and I can start taking a look before I even drive out. How's that sound?
Nice. Let's do it.
Good. All right. So on my end, now I'm sharing the screen right now, and you're looking at LiveSwitch. It's all in the cloud. I can do this from my phone, a tablet, or computer. We don't care what device you have. I don't care where you're sitting even, right? Same for the person on the other end. Justin being the homeowner, I don't care what device he's on. We don't do apps. All right. So we're not going to have Justin say his phone number. He already gave me his phone number earlier, so he's in my system, which makes it super easy. All right, now if you're watching, you're going to see his phone number, but that's okay. Don't spam him, please, everybody. Be sweet. All right, so what I'm going to do on my end is I'm already talking on the phone. Hey, Justin, I'm sending the text right now. When I hit send, which I just did, on Justin's smartphone, I don't even know
Boom,
what he's
already
got.
Popped up.
He's already got it. I don't know if he has an iPhone, Android. It doesn't matter. All right, and so he's going to join that. And you're going to need to put your headset in, Justin, so we don't get a bunch of background noise. All right, so we're rocking all kinds of mics and cameras, so bear with us, but we're doing it live here. And so on my end, it puts up a background. I've got my LiveSwitch L. I could be sitting in my truck if I needed to. On his end, we're getting some back. On your...
Hang tight. Little technology here we're going to work on. So I'm going to pause this.
All right, we're good now. All right, so we're good. All right, we're set. So now what I've got is I can see Justin. I've got a virtual background behind me. Now, what he's seeing as a customer is the reverse of a FaceTime call. If you ever used a FaceTime call, it's the reverse. He sees himself large and me small because Justin and I got big, thick glasses. All right, so we can't see a dang thing. And this is virtual assistance and virtual selling. So now we're seeing the studio, right? And if you hit the flip camera button, he's going to start walking to the HVAC in his house. All right, so he's walking along here, and he's got out of the chair, and now you're just going to hear me because he's walking out the studio and from one studio to the next. and I can see everything. I can even laser guide Justin around. Like, I see your fly swatter, Justin. All right, go outside. He's going outside. He's got a pool out there. Goodness gracious. What a sweet setup. If you guys want to hang out, go to Justin's house. All right. Now he's got me back to the all kinds of stuff. Now I'm not an HVAC repairman, so y'all don't take me to the woodshed. But I'm looking at two big fans here. What kind of brand are we looking at there, Justin? It's a Carrier brand. It's got two fans stacked, and that is just for your air conditioning or outside handler. Do you know anything about this unit? She ain't working, so no cold air. All right, it's pumping right into the house there, and it's a very thin unit. My goodness, I mean, I just see fans. Must be some kind of. I mean, I don't know anything about HVAC, so everyone can laugh at me. I'm a painter, man. I can paint that thing for you, but it doesn't look like the fans are blowing at all. So we got it mounted outside, and this is your only unit, right? Outside. All right. So now I'm taking remote photos of it. I've laser guided them. I'm taking notes in the system. It doesn't. Fans aren't working, and pictures. And I can, if I'm smart enough, if I was a smart HVAC person, which I'm not, but if I was, I'm like, oh, those fans, I can start trying to diagnose it or decide that Justin's got money and he's got a problem and he wants me out. He's worth the drive. And now, or maybe I'm the salesperson. I need to take this recorded video and send it to a technician for them to get all the tools for the Carrier unit. So when they get out there, they know how to fix it. All right. So we're going to have Justin kind of head back into the studio, and we're going to talk about what we do with this video. So he's going to probably exit there, which is fine. So Justin's on his way back to the studio. But what's happened is now all of that video has gone right into the cloud. Okay. And when we've recorded everything, I took remote photos. I interacted with Justin as a salesperson or as a homeowner. That's really important because it's building trust. Since I'm, got my HVAC company, he wants to see me that I'm a professional. I know what I'm talking about. In this case, he'd find out I don't know anything I'm talking about as an HVAC person, so he might not want to do business with me. But I'm also getting to see his house. I got to see the pool out front. I got to see everything that's going on out there. And, I could see, wow, this looks like a job. This guy looks like he has a couple of dollars, So now I can, send one of my technicians out and show them the recorded video. But we're going to do a few other things with that recorded video to show you what's going on. But Justin, now that I've got you back, you can unmute your microphone there and tell me what was it like on the other end as a customer?
It was super easy. That was one nice thing. One of the things when I got cut off that I was gonna ask you to do is to show how you can draw on it. I always think that's a pretty cool feature.
Oh yeah, we're gonna draw on this right now. So
yeah,
now,
so if I'm a tech and just a newer tech and you're looking at it and you're like, I don't understand this component of this system, that you could actually draw on it and I can see it on my phone, which is a pretty neat feature.
Yeah, like right here, I'm drawing on the picture, and I'm worried about the intake as a senior technician. I want you to check that, and then I want you to check the top fan because I think maybe it's the top fan that's an issue, and I can save that since I drew on it, and I can even comment on whatever I'm seeing. All right, so there's comments I can make. Here's a new picture with the drawing on it. Like check the fan first, and then the intake. And then if anyone's in HVAC, listen to me. Oh my goodness, if you're not laughing at me right now, you should be. Like that guy doesn't know what he's talking about with HVAC.
They're like the blinker fluid on this thing is low, and it's got to be.
You got to change rotated. The oil on that thing.
Got to change.
So now
it.
I have the entire video I can watch from Justin. Right, I can fast forward it to where I need to see as a technician. So I'm seeing everything as he's walking out. I can download this thing, play at 2x speed. If I want a picture of this, now I'm taking more pictures of everything as he's walking out there. And I can take comments. If I want to send this video anywhere, I just copy the link. Maybe I got to send it to insurance. I got to send it to Carrier, maybe itself. Maybe this is an awesome experience that I want to mark as training. So I'm tagging this for future training purposes for future techs to see when they see this kind of Carrier unit. All right. I can even tag it Carrier unit. I can take notes, and any notes that I took while we were talking will show up here. I didn't take any notes at this time. I could upload documents, and then I can run AI on this. So we've got a little AI We like to call it Lucky. It's a little black lab. My business partner lost his black lab, so that's why it's a black lab. So there's a little bit of sentimentality behind it. For those that know. And I am going to run and diagnose an HVAC. I've got all kinds. I got landscaping, painting jobs, anything I want to add, you add. But you can I can translate it to French. Justin, if you want to know what we talked about in French, I got you. I
We.
can, oui. I'm terrible. Tree removal. I'm looking for my HVAC. There's a mold prompt, call center. I have a diagnose HVAC. I created this prompt when I had an HVAC issue in my house. And the guy went over in 30 seconds. I'll show you the report here in a second. And we use this as exact diagnosis tool on a unit that wasn't working. So while that report runs, and we'll see what the report comes back with, let's actually look at an actual unit that was broken, right? So I tagged it. So I'm going to go right to it. And what happened is that my water pan was full of water, condensation, and it was dripping. And my wife called the technician, and when they got here, I said, "Hey, you probably don't know this about me, but I run a tech company, and can we use my technology to diagnose the issue instead of you doing it?" And so the young guy was like, "Sure, let's do it." This guy, Jake, he's a junior tech. He's local in my Asheville area. If you're looking for Four Seasons, I'll give him a shout out. He's in my basement, and let's see if I can find the video. Here's the video of me and Jake, in this case. He's got his booties on. This is my basement. There's water everywhere for folks watching the YouTube. And in 30 seconds, he's got a mountain accent. He said, "Well, the water's full of water. The water pan's full of water. There's condensation on this line and it's dripping." He said that in 30 seconds. We ran it to the same prompt that I just clicked for Justin when he was outdoors. And here is the report that we got back. I'll read it to you guys. All right, so here is the diagnosed HVAC report. It said the secondary overflow being full almost always means the primary condensate drain from the air handler is not draining. Common reason, algae or slime clog in the drain line or trap. It then gives me the 6 steps I need to do to clear it. Well, the young man goes back over there, opens the drain line, algae's flying everywhere. It drains, and his jaw and my jaw are both on the floor, right? And he says, "Can I buy stock in your company?" He was awesome. And I can copy this entire output, paste it in CRM. This is what he gets to see as a technician. I didn't get to see this as the homeowner. I mean, I got to see it because we were looking at it together, but this is his co-pilot to help him solve the issue. And he could have done this without setting foot on my property, which is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, so really you could have done that same video and said, if the company you used, like if they used this technology before you went out, they could have gone out and said, "Hey, here's what the problem is." It would have taken 30 seconds. You would have already known. And then that certainly helps you make sure that you're prepared to do that job.
That's right.
Even if it's like a special order part and you don't have it, it's still maybe worth going out there. Well, it is worth going out there just to kind of make that initial contact and build that relationship with the customer. But yeah, there's a lot of good benefits to that.
Absolutely. And then what you do is you come in here and create a QR code and you slap it on that water heater for future, in this case, the HVAC unit. And so our folks are literally, here's an example of one. Here's a one for a moving company, but here's one for ServPro. I got a bunch of ServPros. And you just put it and mark your territory. And now people can just either call you or scan it, take a video. Again, you run through the AI, call them up. Yep, I've already looked at the report. I actually think I know what's going on. There's probably a clog in the drain line. I can be out later this afternoon and fix it for you. And so now we'll go back to the one that Justin and I had. I don't know if the AI report will be done, but yet it takes a little bit of time to get the AI report to return. I've got it. So we'll see what it says. I would assume, I have no idea what it's going to say. And the thing is, the HVAC unit isn't even broken, from what I understand. I think it's working. So, likely cause. Outside fans not spinning on a carrier unit usually points to a power or start control issue. So this is the AI report I'm reading you from. I hit the diagnose of what Justin and I just did. So outside fans not spinning on a carrier unit usually points to a power or start control issue rather than both fan motors failing at once. Common reason. Trip breaker or shutoff at the outside box. Blown fuse in the outside shutoff. Failed small start part that helps motor run. Main control fault. Safety shutdown for overheating or blockage. What to do now? Safe quick checks. turn cooling off at thermostat, check the breaker panel, check the outside shutoff box, clear leaves and debris, what a pro will likely do, verify power, test, how to speed up the visit. So you can do all kinds of stuff. And in this prompt, I can go and add how long will this take, give me the estimation how much it's going to cost, tell, hey, I shop at a Home Depot here in Asheville, North Carolina, and they can go and pull, like, here's a report from one of my electricians. He's in Canada. This is his report. He shared it with me. And here's all the part numbers at his local Home Depot with a link and how much it cost for him to add into his bid. I mean,
yeah. So you know, the other thing that's really impressive about this technology is that from a recruiting standpoint and a training standpoint and a speed to get people on a truck generating revenue, this is an incredible shortcut. I mean, you don't need a seasoned tech that's got, and I know that I don't think a lot of techs listen to the show, but if they do, they're probably like, "Arr." But I mean, you can take someone with little experience and really you can be helping them from the room. So now you have a senior technician who can now manage and train and support 4 or 5 techs at one time as they go out and run these calls. This is really cool.
Yeah, that's very common, actually, with our customers, is to have the senior tech be in the remote in, to have someone. And I mean, you saw how easy it was when you walked out your house. I saw everything. I was taking notes. I wrote down fans aren't working while we're out there.
Yeah.
And then I can share this entire report with carrier, with an insurance company, with a spouse. And I haven't even driven out yet. I haven't even started to drive out yet. So I'm determining, A, if you're kicking the tires, because I definitely don't want to see if you're doing that. B,
Right.
It's such a little job, I can quote it and close it before I set foot on property. And then 3, if it is larger and I saw, hey, Justin looks like he might have a couple dollars to his name, I'm driving out there, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't close maybe a bigger business with him. And then I'm going to put a QR code right to the right here with my business on outside unit. So next time he has a problem, he sees my phone number, he can take a QR code scan, show me that, and I don't want him calling any HVAC contractors near
Keep
him.
them off the Google. So let me ask you this. Had we gone to the nameplate, the nomenclature, and we taken a picture of that, would that have pulled that data? Would that have used that data with the diagnostics of the unit as well?
Yep. If you tell it like, hey, this is this unit, here's the number on it, it can start picking up all kinds of stuff. Like for my electricians,
Okay.
even like showing them the different coatings, and it's AI. It's listening to everything we were saying,
Right.
looking at the video, it's looking at the photos. The more info you give it, Justin and I were just ignorant. Like we didn't know what to say. I mean,
And
if
it didn't
can
work. It works.
even for a couple guys that, imagine if we had a little bit of knowledge, that's the beauty of AI. And then it's all documented. So if I go to Justin's property a year from now, I can pull this up, see this, see that. Oh, we replaced your fan. Looks like you had a power issue last time we were out. And I can put it all in a project. I can put his address down, and now I can even sort when I get on property by his address, and it picks up all the jobs a quarter mile around it, so I know I'm on the right property.
Oh, nice. So if I were to put the nameplate in there and it sees the system is 15, 20, 25 years old, does the AI start to say, hey, you might want to look at replacing this thing?
Yep,
All right.
absolutely. This is big AI, so the more you give it, more info, it continues to blow my mind every time I use it on anything I want to use it. Like I could use it right now to analyze Justin's podcast studio to tell me. And maybe after we stop recording, we might give that one a try too.
I like it.
I love it. So this is us, man.
So for the sales process, it makes it go faster because now you can, not to say that every customer would be like, sure, send me a link, let me walk through it. But I think especially when you're in the busy summer season, people are certainly a lot quicker to hit that button and show it to you. So the sales process can be faster. I'm assuming when people are calling looking for quotes for certain things, you technically could do them online and feel pretty good about, the variables and getting closer. So there's another process. What are some other things that are benefit? Recruiting, training.
Yep. Yep, recording before and afters, recording customer testimonials. We have another feature called
Oh, I didn't even
Request
think
Stuff.
about that.
If
Recording
I wasn't
customer
on the other end,
testimonials.
maybe I'm busy, I'm a project manager, and another tech says, "Hey, I got an issue over here." I can just text them and say, "Hey, take a video of that, and I'll take a look at it." Or maybe I forgot something. I left the customer site, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot to take. I need actually to take a video of the pathway to the unit, so I know if I need to bring ladders, whatever it might be." And you don't have to have another agent on the other end. So the final piece is you can turn this. Everything I'm showing you can be done from a smartphone. So I'm going to turn this computer into a smartphone. So I could be living in my truck, but I've got instant recording, right? So when I show up on property, now I can just hit record and do a pre-walk around, post-walk around, and I can talk to it. So then I can say, have a prompt that says, "Hey, make a CRM entry, and here's how I like my CRM entries." And now no longer do I have to type in. I just run that little lucky report. It creates the CRM entry. I copy and paste it. And then this bolts under the hood, a ServiceTitan, Jobber, Job Nimbus, HubSpot, you name it. So it'll just put it right in to my ServiceTitan if maybe that's what I'm using. But think of this as like when I get on property, I've got my co-pilot with me walking around, documenting everything, helping me, translating if it need, whatever you want it to do. But this is the other type of process that can help you with, because we know we ask a lot of our technicians to go after they're done or during and key in what they did. And I'm sure you've had CRM entries like "fix the fan." Yeah, thank you.
Or
they
it was broke,
forgot.
now it's fixed.
Or they forgot. But if
Yeah.
they actually took a video, you can even go in after the fact 3 months later and, hey, what did they do? Run a prompt. As long as you got the video and photos, you can do all kinds of stuff. So you have to tell your folks like, "Hey, look, you did it in your pre-estimate, so you have all the video there. After you fix it, if they want to do a pre-walk around or during, they can. Or at the very end, at least, to say, "Hey guys, before you leave the property, hit the record button and talk about what you did, what you replaced, everything you did in 2 minutes." If you can get them to do that, gold. That is liquid gold for your organization.
Well, in the sticker part, so I think about stickers and the stickers with the phone numbers. That's great. We've seen success with that in the past, but with QR codes, and now especially if you're multi-trade, now you put them on all the things. Man, the customer is just going to scan that. How much like when you think about the ease of doing business with companies, I'm not sure it gets any easier than this.
This is an actual customer. These are customers of mine. ServPro, Tri-State. They happen to be restoration companies. I just happened to have that up because I was on a restoration podcast earlier. But this is now you leave this behind on your commercial or residential property. And to what Justin's saying, there's nothing. You just scan it and say what work you need to be done. We are trying to create the Amazon Prime experience for those customers that are already your customers.
Right.
Or you're trying to win business. Like, hey, if they don't come out fast enough, put me to the test and see how fast we can do it. Right. So great marketing material too, and claiming properties or claiming commercial areas that you want.
So James, for anybody listening, and I'm guessing everybody listening, they're going to want more information. So what is the best way for them to get in touch with you guys to either learn more or just sign up? That's really what you should do.
So 3 ways. 1, go to LinkedIn and look me up. James Hatfield, LiveSwitch, LiveSwitch. Second way, go to liveswitch.com, click on demo. Say, hey, I heard Justin and James. I want to talk to them. Third, start a free trial. We got a 1-week free trial. Go in there and start using it. You don't need a user guide for this stuff. If you can send a text, here it is. You can use our stuff. Our training and onboarding literally takes minutes. This isn't a brand new CRM system. This is, hey, I'm trying to connect with people quickly so I can see what they're seeing. This is the future of what Nextel walkie-talkie, if they continued on, would have built, and now wrapped it all in AI.
Well, and I think you just hit on a good point, because I think that's the challenge that most people face when they think about new technology and software. Is the onboarding part can be so painful.
So painful.
So the fact that this is that quick and easy is awesome.
I've had guys look at this in the morning, buy it in the afternoon, use it in the afternoon. And they didn't even go to their onboarding. Like, I got this. It's not, But I used to be a contractor. I used to live on a ladder. I used to run crews. And my business partner ran landscaping companies. So we kind of know what our crews like and don't like. And so we can tell our computer scientists how to code for guys who live on a ladder and live in their truck.
That's awesome. Well, AI technology, we're in such a cool time period now. It's such a cool age where we get to see really neat stuff happening. So, James, thanks for coming on, man, and showing us the demo. I'll have all the information on how to get in touch with them, a link to the demo. Everything will be on the podcast and in the YouTube. I can't even think of what it's called, the comments or the summary or whatever they call it. It'll be in there. And so, yeah, James, appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And for all of you listening, go check this thing out, man. This is really cool technology that could really help change the game for you in sales and recruiting and troubleshooting and training in so many different ways.